Hello guys, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the next 5 a day for Higher Plus, aiming for those 8s to 9s or north end of a 7. Of course, if you're here just for the show, you may participate as well. I'd advise trying the questions or at least thinking about them before watching this video. Let's go into the first question. So factorize completely 100x minus x cubed. So at the moment, it looks like all we can do is this. So we can take out x as a common factor, and we're left with 100 minus x squared on the inside. Then we see that 100 minus x squared is a difference of two squares, so it becomes x times, and then 100 minus x squared can be written as 10 plus x, 10 minus x, like that. And that is the first question done. Next, this symbol is the set of even numbers from 1 to 400. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. So O represents odd prime numbers, P represents prime numbers, C represents cube numbers, and S represents the square numbers. Okay, so here we can already see that this is going to be nothing. This normally means a symbol for empty set, but we'd say that is nothing. P for prime numbers, the only one that's going to be is 2, and there are no other even prime numbers. For cube numbers, well, we can go through this. So 1 cubed is not even, so we can leave out that one. We've got 2 cubed, which is 8. 3 cubed is not even. 4 cubed is 64. 5 cubed is not even. 6 cubed is 216. 7 cubed is not even. 8 cubed is 512. 9 cubed is 729, but it's also not even. And then 10 cubed is, well, to be honest, did I even need 512? No, because it's not from 1 to 400. How about that? So let me leave that one out. Right, then the square numbers. Okay, so again, going through the square numbers. So we have the numbers 2 squared, which is 4. So we can't do 1 squared because that's not even. 3 squared is not even. 4 squared is 16. 5 squared is not even. 6 squared is 36. 7 squared is not even. 8 squared is 64, which we already have. But I'm actually going to write it in a different color just to mark that we already have it. And then we have the next even number squared. So 10 squared is 100. 12 squared is 144. 14 squared is 196. 16 squared is 256. 18 squared is 324. And we've got 20 squared, which is 400. And it says, find how many members are in O union P union C union S. So union is that less strict one, so it kind of means or. So with odd numbers, well, we don't have any. Prime numbers, we've got 2, so 0 plus 2. For the cube numbers, we've got 3. For the square numbers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 altogether. But remember, we've got the 64 that we counted twice. We can't count things twice, so we take away 1. And altogether, that is going to be 2 plus 3 plus 10 is 15. Take away 1 is 14. So altogether, we have 14. Okay, next. The area of an ellipse with width A and height B is given by pi AB over 4, and we want to find the shaded area. So that's quite simple. All we've got to do is work out the area of the rectangle minus the ellipse. So the area of the rectangle is 12 by 7, and the area of the ellipse is going to be, so minus pi times 12 times 7 all over 4. So that's going to be 84, take away 12 times 7, all divided by 4. That's going to be 21 pi. So the shaded area is 84 minus 21 pi centimeters squared. I think that's good enough as an answer. Next, we have A solid is made by putting a hemisphere on top of a cone. Find an expression for the volume. Okay, so first of all, we've got the sphere. So let's make this a bit bigger and zoom into this. So yeah, we've got the sphere, which is, it's got a radius. So the sphere has a radius, r is equal to 2x, because they're given the diameter. And the volume is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. Now, it's a hemisphere, which means half a sphere. So the volume for a hemisphere is going to be half of this, which is 2/3 of pi r cubed. So in particular, the volume is going to be 2/3 times pi times 2x cubed. Okay, so that's going to be 2/3 times pi times 8x cubed. Okay, then we have 8 times 2, which is 16. So 16 pi x cubed over 3. Okay, then that's the hemisphere done. Now we need to work out the volume of the cone. So the volume of the cone now, so for the cone, we have again the radius is equal to 2x, and the volume of the cone is going to be the area of the circle, so pi r squared, times by the height. Now note that on this cone, if the radius is 2x, that means that 2x here is also this going to be the height, because the radius is consistent, right? And that's from any center straight out to the circumference, essentially. So if that bit is 2x, that means the remaining height is going to be 8x. So pi r squared times by the height, which in this case is 8x, and then divided by 3. So the formula for the volume of a cone is the area of the base face times by the height divided by 3. In fact, that's for pyramids in general, for the area of the base face. But in this case, the area of the base face is a circle. So our r squared, so that's going to be pi times 2x squared times 8x, all divided by 3. And that is going to be equal to pi times 2x squared, well, that's going to be pi times 4x squared times 8x, all over 3, which is going to be 32 pi x cubed all over 3. And then afterwards, see, that's going to be, so that's the volume of the cone. And to work out the whole volume, we just need to add the two things together. So I'm just going to write that in a different color. And that is going to be 16 pi x cubed over 3 plus 32 pi x cubed over 3. And that's going to be 48 pi x cubed over 3. That's our final answer. Next question, we've got the coefficient of x squared in the expansion of x plus a, x plus 3, 2x minus 3 is 9. Find a. So what we need to do is expand this. We need to expand this in all the ways that allows us to get an x squared. So an x squared term. So to get an x squared term, we can do x times x multiplied by minus 3, which gives minus 3x squared. How else can we get x squared? Well, that is not what I was meant to do. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Another way in which we can get an x squared term is doing x times 3 times 2x, which is going to be 6x squared. And another way in which we can do get an x squared term is by doing a times x times 2x, which is going to be plus 2a x squared. And is there another way that we can do it? Is there another way? Ax 2x. That is it. That is it for the ways in which we can get an x squared term. So all of those things is going to equate, it was going to be equivalent rather to 9x squared. So on the left-hand side of orange, if I add up all of the x squared terms, I get 6x squared minus 3x squared, which is 3x squared, and then plus the 2ax squared, so that's 3x squared plus 2ax squared, and that is equivalent to 9x squared. If I simplify the 3 lots of x squared plus the 2a lots of x squared, that's 3 plus 2a lots of x squared. Then that is equivalent to 9x squared. Now, if I equate the coefficients, that's telling me that 3 plus 2a is going to be equal to 9. Therefore, 2a is going to be equal to 6. Therefore, a is going to be equal to 3. And that is it for this set of 5-a-day problems for now. Take care.